Emily is Away invites you to reminisce about a time period not even that long ago. I say that halfway hoping that everyone watching this video is old enough to have a MySpace account they can't remember the password to. I know this isn't the case. It can never be the case again. Every second, another TikTok video goes viral, and I remain increasingly ignorant about the ongoing trajectories of the internet and popular culture. I'm so old, I still consider the internet and popular culture two separate things. One day I hope to be so old that people who are my current age ask me what a website is. In 100 years, video game players will look at our finest offerings the same way we look at the ball and cup. They will not know there was a real person named John Madden, nor will they know the difference between a Wii U and a Switch, and they will not remember Emily is Away. So if you're watching this in the future, Emily is Away was a video game for me in 2015. You play as a character designed to reflect every possible player, but in doing so only shines a light on the most pitiable aspects of our collective adolescence. Much like the DNA hidden in a splatter of your blood, the player character in Emily is Away is a part of you you can't see. The entire gameplay consists of mashing your keyboard to type out selected responses in this pixelated facsimile of AOL Instant Messenger. The person on the other end is a girl named Emily. The details of her personality don't matter. You want to talk to her, she wants to talk to you. This is the only concession the game gives the player. In real life, you will not always know how another person feels about you or how you feel about them. Within the safety of the game's fiction are implied promises of self-expression and potential romance. On a first playthrough, one might mistake the promise of a potential romance as a promise for romance. This is not the case, because it's not realistic. You cannot control how people will respond to your self-expression. In some cases, you can't control yourself. My friend Noneedbruh was telling me about how he thinks games shouldn't present challenges that can't be overcome with enough skill, and normally I would agree with him, but in the case of Emily is Away, and honestly a lot of other things too, Noneedbruh is wrong. It's simply a matter of expectations. As a video game, there is an expectation that Emily is Away will have a satisfying ending where you ride off into the sunset with your new virtual girlfriend, or in general, a quote-unquote good ending. And as a game with choices, there is an expectation that a correct sequence of answers will grant you that good ending. But those are just expectations, not how the game actually works. Every video game has unspoken rules that you unconsciously agree to. In Zelda, you have to save the princess. In Pokemon, you can't join Team Rocket. No matter how much you want to go off the predetermined path crafted by the game designers, you cannot. Emily is Away has two main rules. 1. The player cannot control Emily's feelings. And 2. The player cannot control the main character's feelings. Something about the nameless, faceless aspect of the protagonist impresses the notion that the player and the character are one and the same. But no video game character is you, and no video game character is me. The most a video game character can do is reflect upon the player. Any moralizing that a video game might make upon the player character ultimately falls flat because the human player is only acting within the established rules of the game. People don't feel bad about killing an Undertale because the game says killing is wrong. If they feel bad, it's because they are invested in the narrative and its characters. In the same vein, Emily is Away presents a narrative and characters designed to make you feel some negative emotion. It could be frustration at the lack of agency, or the realization that the game's lack of agency perfectly mirrors your own experiences in the real world. Either way, I love it!